Hi guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, I'm Nessie. In my last video, Sandy asked for some onions in her garden, so let's make a little girl happy. First up, and you may recognise this technique from the pumpkin video, I'm making some leaves for the onion plants. Onion leaves are long, thin and tubular, so to mimic that look I'm wrapping floral tape around cotton string with a little help from some tacky glue. This time, once I have the string all wrapped up, I'll leave it lying straight to dry, instead of curled like I did for the pumpkin vines. Keep a little tension on the floral tape as you wrap it around the string. It'll help to hold together nice and snug. Okay, so while the stalks are left to dry, I realised I needed to make 3 versions of my onions. Some that will be growing in the garden bed, some that look freshly harvested with the stalks still on, and some with the stalks removed like you find in the grocery store. So let's make the stalkless version first. Take a small piece of tissue paper and paint one side with a mix of PVA glue and coffee, and then wrap it around a ball stolen out of a beanbag with the edges of the paper pinched together. Now paint the outside entirely with the same glue and coffee mix. When it dries, the paper will have a light brown translucent look to it. I'm just leaving them on some non-stick baking parchment to dry. Because tissue paper is so delicate, it may tear while it's wet, but no drama, just add a tiny piece of tissue over the top and cover with the glue mix. You'll never know the difference. Also, try not to do any heavy breathing around your beanbag balls because they will blow everywhere. While those bad boys are drying, cut the stalks up into short lengths. Mine were about an inch or so long. Take your beanbag ball and, hopefully a lot less clumsy than me, glue a couple of stalk ends to the ball with wood glue. My hands weren't being very cooperative in dropping stuff, but I got there in the end with minimal tantrum throwing and foul language. Once they've had a few minutes for the glue to start taking hold, I added a little extra wood glue around the join to both smooth it out and make it more secure. I decided to use chalk pastels to colour my onion skins with a mix of brown, orange and cream. So my stalkless onions are all dry now and ready to colour. My paintbrush has the tiniest bit of water on it to help the chalk colour spread better in a thinner layer. Paint the entire outside of the onion. The stalks will be needing colour too, so I'm using 2 different shades of green. Paint the stalks with a damp brush and make sure you remember to colour the cut ends. Wrap the stalky onions with tissue paper and glue mix. Don't forget, a full list of all the materials used in this video is in the description below. And while you're at it, check out the link to my Nessie Monster merch, where you can buy the cute designs I've created on stickers, t-shirts, mugs, phone cases and more. See how the ends of the tissue paper goes up the stalks a little? That's absolutely fine, but if you feel your paper ends are going too far up the stalks, there is no harm in gently tearing off the ends. I'm just patching up a tear in the bottom here. Fast forward, my stalky onions are now dried and painted, so now I'm going to add some roots to all the harvested onions. Grab a small piece of twine and snip it into very short pieces, like about 2 millimeters or 1/16 of an inch. Add a tiny drop of tacky glue to the underside of each onion bulb and stick on a small pinch of the twine fibres. Just like that. Now leave it to dry and go glue on some more roots. I'm adding the roots to the stalkless onions too, but I'm leaving some of the onions with the stalks without roots because those are going to be glued into the garden bed later. Once the roots are fully dried, trim them nice and short and dust off any loose fibres. With a dry brush, dust some brown chalk into the roots because they grew in the ground, so they're probably dirty and stuff. Onion skins tend to have a lovely pearlescent sheen to them, so I'm sealing my onions with this iridescent medium. I'm only putting it on the bulb part of the onions and not the stalks. When you paint it on, you want to almost dry brush with it, the very lightest of layers. I got a little heavy-handed with it and it shows in the finished onions. See their lovely sheen? The night before I finished painting my onions, I was dreaming about red onions, so I painted some purple for Sandy to grow. Did you know, back when red onions were first discovered, the English language didn't even have a word for purple yet? Wild! Anyway, let's finish this and take a look at the final results. Oh, and if I don't get any more veggie requests from Sandy, next time we can start planting all our veggies in the garden. Yay! If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, and leave a comment because I'd love to hear from you. It really helps my channel to grow. If you want to share your own crafty ideas and projects, join my Facebook page called Nessie Monster Crafts. And we have Fun Day Fridays where we can all show off our latest works in progress. If you can afford it, please consider buying me a coffee. Links for both my Facebook group and coffee account are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!